Hey, hey, everybody. It's always weird when you first come into this thing because the very first thing it shows is there's no viewers. Takes a minute for the viewers to show up. I just now saw the notification saying I'm live. So, gonna wait a few minutes. People get in here. I actually came in a little early. I'm not supposed to start till 6:55. So, might be a minute or so. Had to work late today. And that wasn't fun, but made it through and it wasn't that bad, really. Let me see if anybody's in here. The only comments I see so far is, let's see, I'm going to post a link here. Somebody's in here. I just saw a number pop up. Let's see here. So I'm going to post this link. There we go. I'm here, was watching Woody's video. That's Ozarks Woodsman. What's up, Woodsman? Somebody else is in here. I see two people. We're killing it now. Woodsman says, you started a couple of, yeah, I did. And the reason why is, we got 4 people now. I'll give it a couple minutes. There's nomadic camping with endless adventures. Sometimes the only way I can read y'all stuff is if I pull it up on stage. It's got a little banner covering the comments. It says, evening, folks. Let's see here. You're early, says nomadic camping. Yeah. Nomadic. That last video you put out, dude, that would have just freaked me out. For real. Got 5 in here. If everybody could give a thumbs up, I'd appreciate it very much. Excuse me while I snort. So anybody that don't, let's see, who's that? Grace Martin. Hey, Grace, how you doing? Appreciate you coming in. I appreciate everybody coming in. I really do. You know, it sounds like church every time I say it, but I don't care. Like I said, anyway, all you people out there in all different places, y'all could be anywhere right now doing anything, and you choose to be with me, and always makes me feel good. Makes me feel happy. So, what time is it? I'm still early. I'm gonna wait a little bit before we start. Anybody got anything good to say? Everybody saying hey to each other. And I think I posted that link. I don't know why, but it only lets me keep it for so long, and then it stops letting me post it. There it is. We started a couple minutes early. Oh, let's see. I'm behind again. Minnesota Mike said early is gooder. Earlier is gooder. All right. I still got 1 minute before we're supposed to start. Got 8 people in here. Wisdom says, I don't have anything to do. Let's see here. Anyways, Randy, so, well, I appreciate that. You could be out washing your stool, or maybe the rain will do that for you. Phil Byers says, watching and listening while driving. Nomadic camping. This is going to be a gooder live stream. Adventures with Ken. Okay, so it's time to start at 6:55. I'm going to start at 6:56. That's what I'm going to do. Vinegar bath. Man, cat pee, I don't know why, man, but like, I don't know. Cat pee and goat pee. One time in my house, I took my family. I was married at the time, took my family, went to town. Came back and there was raisins. I mean, it was kind of dark and there was just raisins everywhere, all over the couch and the floor. And I'm like, I asked my daughter, I'm like, did you not put the, no, I asked my son first. Anyway, about the raisins. And then it dawned on me, and I asked my daughter, I'm like, did you not put the goats up before we left? Them goats had gotten in the back door. They crawled all over our furniture. They peed all over our couch, all over our floors. There was poop everywhere. And we ended up taking the couch outside and burning it. We couldn't get the pee smell out of it. We was able to get it out of the carpet, fortunately. Anyway, okay, so I'm going to start right now. Anybody that wants to come in, you're welcome to come in. The link is there, and I'd appreciate it because Byron unfortunately cannot be here right now. We're going to do this again on Sunday at 2. And the reason he can't be here, he did try to get in here, but he's out camping and his signal wasn't working. All I could see was the black box. So he called me on the phone. I put him on speaker and we tried to talk and retry and talk and retry, and it just wouldn't work. He feels really bad about it, but I told him it's not a big deal. We'll just try for another time. So he said Sunday around 2 would be good. So that's what we're going to try for now. I'll do the link later today. And I didn't want to trick anybody or nothing like that. I just didn't want to repeat it over and over and over and over and over and over. So I waited till it was a little bit past time to start to let everybody know. It's unfortunate, but the good thing about it is I think on Sundays, I've done a couple lives on Sundays and I've had way more responses than on Thursdays. Anyway, I have thought about moving my live streams to Sundays over time. So we're kind of just stuck here with nothing to say. So if somebody would like to click on that link and come in here, and Nomadic, you've never been in here. You could come in here and tell us about your last camp out. That'd be pretty cool. You could help me do my live if you want to. No pressure. If you don't, I understand. I probably shouldn't be asking like that, but Ken, Woodsman, anybody's welcome. Minnesota Mike, Herbert. Oh, Nomadic says he's too tired. All right. Dan, you can come in. Anybody's welcome. I'd appreciate it. So there's some exciting news today. I'll just talk a little bit. Hopefully we'll get somebody in here eventually. But I got some news today. If I'm understanding right, I got a notification from YouTube that I have finally, after like 800,000 years, I have finally reached my 4,000 watch hours, and I have way more than enough subscribers. So I'm eligible now to apply for the whatever you call it, the full monetization rather than the partial that I have right now. And it's a little bit scary because they're saying on there that I've passed my goal and they want me to send them certain things to get the ball rolling. And if I don't get those things sent to them before my view hours drop, then I become unqualified until they get back over that watch hour time again. So that's something I might need to work on tonight, but I'm not sure what all they're needing. They just said something about proof of taxes and verifying all my information, which I just did my verification like 2 weeks ago or less. So I don't know what they could possibly be wanting. Got 7 views on here, or 7 viewers. So I thought that was pretty exciting. If y'all have anything you want to talk about, just put it in you can come in or put it in the comments. My view hours are dropping now, says Woodsman. Yeah, Woodsman, mine was too. Mine was just getting worse and worse and worse. And I'll tell you one thing I've learned. It is so much easier and so much faster to get watch hours from the lives. So even if you can just start doing lives for a couple of hours, it's just, I don't know, it helps a lot. So that's the one thing I learned. The other thing I learned was just get faithful and stay faithful no matter what. Put out, like, do an outing once a week. Even if I'll give you an example of something I'm fixing to do. So I'm trying to save money. I'm trying to make it to Pennsylvania this month with Tony with Random Adventures, and hopefully meet Nicholas Green and Mission Discover, Nolan, and hopefully some others. So I'm trying to save money. So here a while back, I bought me several weeks ago or a few weeks ago, bought me a storage tent, 10 by 10 storage tent. I stuck it in my backyard. I finally got it up yesterday, or maybe the day before yesterday. And I've got it to where instead of it facing all of my open yard, it's facing, the door's facing the woods, and it's so green, and my fire pit's sitting out there, and looks really cool. So it is in my backyard. I'm not going to hide that from anybody. And there may be some noises, like the neighbors are sometimes a little bit louder. Sometimes cars drive by. But even with that, just doing a camp out in there and recording it, to me, is better than doing nothing. So to me, that's the secret. Just keep recording, record. I mean, don't just record junk. Don't just sit down and talk and say, hey, I'm trying to gain hours. So watch me clip my fingernails. I wouldn't do something like that. But I think any kind of a little adventure or learning thing, like tying knots or sharpening knives or anything like that, I think is better than nothing. And just do it the same, at least close to the same time every week, every week, every week, every week. And then in between, sometimes I try to have a short in between. I'll tell y'all another idea I just heard a couple of days ago. Let's see. I'm going to pull these up so I can read them. Nomadic camping, going to Pennsylvania and hanging out with Tony would be cool. I think it's going to be really cool. If I get to make it, I mean, I'm having to save the money. And I mean, I've got the money. I just got to hold on to it and hope everything goes right. I'm excited about meeting everybody. Consistency is key, Kent says. Key in making a video. Let's see, let me pull this up. Consistency is key. I'm making a video on my hammock this weekend to have a video come out. Same here. That's the reason I'm camping in my backyard. I don't feel like I got the money to really go out and camp anywhere else right now. So I'm just gonna set up out there, and I think it'll be just fine. May even do a live from out there just to see how it goes with the fire going and all the woods behind me. Let's see here. Nomadic camping says too much competition in camping channels, and that's true to a degree too. I think I'm trying to learn new things. I heard this old man yesterday. He was doing a teaching. He's pretty successful on YouTube, and he was saying that a short 4 or 5 minute video with lots of meaty detail, just packed with good food, basically, is way better than a video that's 45 minutes long that's not got much stuff in it. And the reason why, he said, is because you're trying to get people to watch for as long as possible. And he said when he makes these short videos with lots of meat, just constant something happening, keep people's attention, he gets more view hours out of his viewers that way than he does making longer videos, not doing a whole lot. So I thought that was pretty interesting because I've kind of gotten in the habit of, I just go on a camp out, I do the same thing every single time. I just go there and I do this and I do that. And there's been a few times I've had short videos and I thought, oh man, that's too short. I probably don't need to put it out. But I understand what he's saying about it being packed full of just good stuff versus no meat. So anyway, I found that interesting. I'm getting my stuff around. I'm coming in and be still. Okay. Woodsman's going to be coming in. I'm excited about that. Let's see here. It's hard doing these lives when nobody wants to come in. But anybody, if you can make it Sunday, please make it Sunday at 2. Byron felt so bad. He really did. He felt so bad. He tried so hard. He couldn't get enough signal. He was able to see me, but I wasn't able to see him. I think one time I got to see like a little white circle and then it went back to just a black box. And he even tried to refresh and all that stuff. Just wouldn't work. Let's see here. Adventures we can. Heck yeah. Congrats. Thank you. Awesome. And congratulations. Thank you, Nomadic. Nomadic camping is already monetized. Nomadic, if you wouldn't mind, what is it that do you remember what they asked you for exactly? Like it said something about taxes. I mean, are they wanting to see that I paid my taxes last year or they just want me to give some information so that they can record me as a business? I mean, I'm not understanding what they're wanting. I'm scared to get in there and mess it up because just to do a verification for me last time with just my license, I mean, it's something that probably should have took 10 minutes at the absolute most, 3 to 10 minutes probably for somebody that knows what they're doing. It took me over 2 hours if I remember right. I don't think I'm exaggerating. It's a long time because I don't have internet here. So I have to hotspot my laptop from this phone, and then I don't know why, every time I try to get into something, it thinks I'm a new person, so I have to re-verify myself and come up with a password. And it's terrible. But it also said in one of my links from YouTube, it says you only get so many chances until they don't allow you to try anymore. So I'm scared of that. I don't want to go in there, screw something up, and then go in there again, screw it up again. Let's see, Nomadic Camping says they want tax info just like you would do if you got a new job. Oh, like what kind of withholding am I claiming zero and all that sort of stuff? And then I've heard, not from YouTube, but I heard from, I think it was Lower Michigan told me that once you get all the information to them, they view your channel with a fine-tooth comb, is what I was told. And if they find anything that they feel like violates their standards, their community guidelines, they will remove your video and disqualify you or something like that. I mean, and you can battle it out with them, I suppose, but they've always got the upper hand. Let's see here. He says yes, withholding. Okay. That's what I was wondering. Anybody got any questions? Any comments? Think of. Oh, good. I'm still able to post it. Here's the link if anybody wants to come in and chat. You can come in and chat with me. And like I always say, every single chat, the only thing I ask from everybody is please keep it friendly. Please keep it clean. No filthy language or anything like that. I know for a fact there's at least a couple of kids that watch with their parents, and I want it to be clean for everybody. I always tell everybody if it's clean, you ain't gonna offend nobody. If it's not clean, you're gonna offend some people. So why not just keep it clean anyway? That's my theory. Well, Woodsman says he's coming in. I don't know if he's putting on his makeup or what's happening here. Let me see here. Nomadic says my channel is family friendly. Yes, I have noticed that it is, and so is most all of them I watch are very family friendly. There's been a couple, like I noticed on Ken, his last video that I watched, he warned people and let people know that there might be some bad language and stuff because of what he was doing and where he was at. So I thought that was pretty good that he warned everybody, and then people could make the decision. Because, oh, here's somebody. Hang on. There he is. There's the man himself.
What in the world's going on?
There he is. Here, let me give y'all a good look.
What's
All
up,
right.
everybody?
People ain't saying much right now.
Yeah, bunch of sleepyheads out there.
Well, you know, on my uh, for some reason on my phone, it's got a banner over the chat that says share your referral link. I think that has to do with the money. I don't know.
I don't know.
When I try to push it, did it just share something? Oh, that's just a StreamYard advertisement. Are you on your phone or your computer?
I'm on my phone, so it's probably going to be a little glitchy.
Hey, y'all, Woodsman just put out another video. Y'all can go watch it. It's pretty good, actually. I'm not talking about the one where the cat peed on his stool.
I haven't put that one out yet.
He put out a couple of them. One of them is, man, there's like every animal in the world's walking through his camp there.
It's insane. It's
Yeah,
insane.
I couldn't believe it. I expected to see a rabbit or something or a squirrel.
I don't know who all seen the game cam footage with the does in it,
Uh-huh.
but that one doe is definitely pregnant. You see how round her belly was? She's way bigger than the other doe.
I didn't even pay attention, but I know there was one deer like underneath the camera, and you could see the back of its ears.
Yep.
And then the other one that was in front, is that the one that is the doe?
Yeah, it was the doe that you seen its ears. That's the
Uh-huh.
one that I'm saying is pregnant.
Okay.
When there's like the next shot, she's standing out there and she reaches back and starts licking herself.
Yeah.
If you look at it, I mean her belly's just really rounded. She's definitely pregnant. So hopefully later on this year, not too long from now, there might be a little baby deer in them videos. That'd be pretty
Yeah.
cool.
That was a good video. And then he put out, I think was it today or yesterday that you put out your fixing up your camp?
This morning they posted this morning.
Okay, yeah. He put out one this morning where he's fixing up his camp. It looks like it's going to be a good campsite. It reminded me a lot of where the Outdoors McGee stays because he's kind of in the same thing. He calls it the urban woods because you can hear traffic and stuff like that.
Well, I'm in
I've
the
been,
Trailerhood Woods.
yeah, I've been close to your house, but not at your house. So I keep picturing you being in town. Are you like right outside of town or?
Yeah, I'm outside of town. I'm in the county, no city limits.
Okay. I was wondering how all the animals were there.
Yeah, well, I'm right by the highway though. It's just I'm surrounded by farmland and woods, right? Like
Yeah.
so this little trailer park and RV parks right off the highway, but all the way around us is all farmland and woods, you know.
Yeah.
And we've got great big old pond over here, so everything local just hangs out here. Plus all the trash cans and I mean, you see how fat them raccoons are? That
Yeah.
one possum looks like a pot-bellied pig when it's walking around. I saw the first video of it. I was like, "What is it? Is that a little pig got out?"
Yeah. It looked weird. Yeah.
It's a possum. Yeah, it's so fat, but it might have babies all over it too. They'll hold on, blend in.
Yeah.
And, you know, they ride around in a pouch.
Nomadic Campus said he wants to catch some keeper panfish tomorrow. Where are you going camping at? Nomadic? Herbert says trash pandas. I don't know what you meant by that, but
Raccoons.
oh,
It's a nickname for them, trash pandas, because that's what they
oh,
are.
never know with Herbert. Nomadic Nomadic says I saw Bigfoot. I'd like him to explain.
In my videos. He's seen Bigfoot in my videos.
Oh, yeah, I saw that. He was sitting down, then he just hopped over, sat down again, hopped over and sat down again. Are you getting
Yeah,
tangled in the wires?
he was just sliding through. Yeah, I got too many things going on here. I got my iPad over here so I can watch the chat. And there's a cable going across here, and I'm just wanting to make sure I don't knock nothing over. I think I got it. I think I'm good.
Yeah. I don't know if you was hearing me talk earlier, but I was talking about how everybody said it, and so it's like, well, I'll do it and see. But even 210, when he was being able to do it, he said that the views he was getting just from his lives were so good. I don't know why, but they outrank video views so fast and so easy. So I think if a person could
Yeah, I
just put up
know.
one good video a week and one live a week and maybe a short, but even without the short, if somebody would just do that consistently, I think eventually they'll.
Well,
I
that's
mean,
what
that's
I've
what.
been doing. Was just putting out one a week.
Yeah,
Except for this week, I guess, right? Like I kind of flooded the YouTube algorithm with really short videos.
yeah. Did you
You
hear
know,
what I was
kind of
saying about the
start.
short videos?
I heard a little bit of it.
It's just an old man talking about how he makes short videos now instead of long ones. Like he said, like 4 or 5 minutes long. Because he said a
Oh
short
yeah, with
video is
all the
just,
meat.
yeah. He said he gets a lot more view. The viewers last a lot longer than they do when they're watching the long ones. And so he said that ended up being beneficial for him. So I thought I might try a few more short videos too. Not shorts, but regular videos that aren't. very long.
Yeah, we're definitely in a time where it's hard to keep somebody's attention. People get distracted so quick
Yeah,
or bored, they're just like, oh, I've seen this already. So yeah, you got to
yeah,
keep it, change it up and be direct, I guess, right? Just like only the important stuff, only the main topic.
yeah, yeah. Because I can tell
But
you right now. Go ahead.
oh, I was just gonna say I don't think I can do them like that because I think they need to be long. Like if I start doing lives, I want to
Yeah,
do lives where I set it up and I'm actually doing something during the live, not sitting there talking to everybody. You know what I mean? I'd
right,
rather watch somebody actually doing something live, like you building your cabin.
right. That's
I'd
what I
love to
hope to
just
do.
sit back and just be like I'm sitting in a chair watching live and
Yeah,
I don't have to ask no questions.
man,
I'll just
I'm with
watch
you,
it.
dude. One of the things that I've wanted to do for a while is just on live, just put out on a live. I want to fish like Nolan does from Mission Discover. I'd like to do that some. I don't know why, but his fishing lives to me are the funnest of anybody's. I don't know why, but they're really interesting. But I would
Oh, I
like to
like
just
them
sit out.
too.
I'd like to just sit out in the yard and just cook the meal and just off and on check the messages, talk with people. And I've been planning on doing that with my hatchet and my dartboard and or not dartboard, but whatever that's called, target.
Right.
And my knives came in. I got knives now, so but it's been raining. But I'd like to do that live too, and just let people watch and give me advice. And I think it'd even be
Yeah.
cool. Anybody that's into knife throwing, I think it'd be cool if we all got on live like this and we all had a competition with our knives. You throw, see what you score. Next person throws, see what they score. I throw and see what I score.
Yep. Interactive. Yep.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
It would be. That's what I think a live should be. I think a live should be more active. But, I say that because I watch a lot of other people's lives. They're just like sitting there talking to their phone or camera, you know,
Yeah, like we're doing.
answering questions. Well, exactly like we're doing, but me and
Yeah,
you are actually having a conversation. I haven't even read any of the comments. But but you know what I mean. It's
right.
To me, I'd rather watch somebody build something or make something or catch a fish or something,
Yeah,
than just sit there and talk about challenges and stuff, which that's good too, because you got to have that too. But
yeah. Well, Byron, like today, I was gonna set up in that tent that I put in my yard. I was gonna build a fire, and I was gonna do my live from out there, so where you could see the fire behind me. And he's out camping in the middle of nowhere with a buddy.
what
Well,
the heck?
I ended up having to work late, and so I didn't get home in time to be able to do it out there. And then his signal didn't work. So what's happening now? What's happening now?
Do what?
What's happening? You said, what the heck?
Oh, what the heck? He wasn't there for the live? I thought it was scheduled like 2 weeks ago.
Oh, no, no, no. Byron was there. The
Oh, the
signal,
signal wasn't.
yeah, the signal wasn't working. He felt really, really bad. He kept
He should have
apologizing.
remembered to bring that signal with him.
Yeah, but we're gonna do
You
it
know,
Sunday.
them younger guys, you know how them younger guys are.
Leave the signal behind.
Always leaving the signal.
I'm pretty excited about it though, because I think I get more views on Sundays, more viewers on Sundays anyway.
Yeah, you did that one time.
So maybe I can be down at the lake this time, or out in my tent, or something like that. Do,
It'll be
do we have
nice.
do we have any thumbs up?
I don't know. Let me see. Yeah, 10.
Oh, good. Thank y'all. Outdoors with Den says I looked into throwing knives. They are not too expensive. Nope. The ones I got,
You're behind, Herbert. I see 11.
I don't remember what they're called now. Is it Smith and Wesson? Do they make knives?
Yeah.
Okay. I think it's them. It's the same ones that Mission had. Because I asked him what he had. He
It's
told me
they're
about,
Smith and Wesson. That was Smith
okay,
and Wesson.
that's what I got then. And they wasn't, it was like 20 bucks, 22 bucks for three of them. But I haven't even opened it. Let me, I'll be right back. I want to show you something.
Yeah, go get them. Herbert, I got your rocks ready too, by the way. Oh, 8 deep, he said. I thought you were saying 8 likes. My bad. Man, ain't gotta yell at me.
God, chew them out.
Yeah,
That's what
freaking
I was
make a
telling my
big
boss
deal
at
out of
work.
it. Dang.
Yeah. My boss will say, I told you not to do it that way. And I'm like, you ain't got to cuss me out, dude. He's like, I ain't cussing you. So I got three packages that have came in that I have refused to open until I'm ready to use them. And this is one of them. I better do it this way. This is the knife. Here, let me put me on solo since I look good. This is the solo. I mean the knives.
Uh-huh.
Really good packaging. I bought this one to go to Pennsylvania with me. I have not opened it. 210 was supposed to learn me how to use it, how to set
I
it up and
know.
use it.
I need to get learned how to use one too. I got from Nomadic.
Yeah, maybe me and you'll have to do it at your camp.
We could definitely go out there and 210 should go with us. There's real good trees out there for hanging a hammock.
So I got that one.
Me and you
I
can
figure
do
I'll
it for sure though.
yeah.
Yeah, I'll
I
probably
thought I might
fall
just
out and be uncomfortable.
I thought I might just take it with, if we don't get together before then, I'll probably just take it to Pennsylvania and let Tony or somebody show me how to do it.
Yeah, when you going to Pennsylvania?
I think it's the end of this month. I need to look again. And here's the third one.
Uh-oh. What's in there?
Can you tell? That's a wood burner stove
What I
for
thought it was saying.
a hot camp. So
Dang.
there was this beautiful stove that was on sale for $60. And I'm like, there is no way. No way. And there's like 800 pictures of it. You just scroll and look at picture after picture after picture after picture. But right in the middle of them is one little bitty picture of an ugly little stove. I'm thinking, why is that in there? So I paid my $60. Well, I got the little black ugly stove. All those other pictures, I guess it was that it's a it was a scam to some degree for sure. They make you believe you're getting something you're not getting.
Right.
So, but I
Misleading
still got it.
advertisement.
Yeah. Herbert says I was gonna camp this weekend, but it went from 5% chance of rain to 85% Saturday and Sunday. I wanted to do some more firewood experiments. Rain videos get pretty good views for rain
Yep.
camping.
Yep.
I think just go so you can put a chair out in the middle of a field and just sit in the rain.
Yep. And hold a copper rod.
Yeah.
I'm serious. And you make the thumbnail like that, right? Camping. with copper rod,
Yeah,
thunderstorm. Man, you'll get a
yeah,
million views in like 2 hours. Everybody's wanting to
yeah,
see what happens.
yeah. Oh, Herbert, you should try it. Oh man, that would be
Uh,
funny.
If we could get a good dummy, like a real dummy, not a person, like a dummy, crash dummy. If
Yeah,
we could get one and dress it up, and I bet we could figure out a way to stage that where it looks like
yeah,
somebody sitting there, and we just sit back and film it.
yeah.
Oh
That
my
would be.
goodness, that would be great.
It would.
Or set one up right in front of a tornado.
I forgot to take me off a solo.
It's all right.
Oh,
It's your chat anyway.
not easy to keep a campfire going in a downpour. That's yeah. You just
Depends on what kind of sacrifices you're willing to make.
yeah.
I
Or
mean, do
put
you want to hover over it to protect the fire and use your body as a shelter for the fire?
or you could for real like put a tarp up really high and put the fire under the tarp and just let
Yeah,
the smoke
small
go.
fire. You
Yep.
bet.
Small, nothing
It'll
big.
keep like half of a TP type action.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would work. Whatever,
Nomadic
Herbert.
Nomadic says I just camped 2 days and only filmed a few shorts. Very relaxing. That sounds good.
Yeah, Ozarks is blurry on my end because Ozarks is working with like one bar, maybe two in and out. Herbert needs to get in here.
Yeah. Herbert.
He's a much better
Herbert.
guest. Come on, Herbert.
Herbert. Come on now.
I've got some rocks for
Herbert.
him.
Herbert. Herbert. Ow. Trying to take my sock boots off. My feet are hot.
Yeah, I know, Dan, my signal is weak, so I'm gonna be blurry, glitchy, abnormal as always. I get the Squatch camp set up though. I plan on using some of the trees that were cut down to make like a little bit of a permanent type shelter.
Yeah. That'd be cool.
And I'll go out there and be able to do lives out there and just take a
Yeah.
lantern if it gets dark or whatever.
People love the shelters.
Yeah.
Another thing, I know everybody probably already knows this, but I know it, but I don't practice it. Nothing this guy said is he said you got to know what the majority of your viewers want to watch. So what I realized on my channel is I started out doing shelters. It seems like that's where I got a lot of views. Well, then I started drifting off into all this other stuff, and my views went down. The speed of growth of my channel went down, and I think it's because it's the people that subscribed to see the shelters ain't interested in the other stuff I started doing.
Right.
So I've probably done way too. I'm doing way too many things. Probably.
I don't know. I've noticed that with mine, since you bring it up. Like some of the story videos really do good because that's what most people are on my channel is to listen to the stories. So when I do like the Squatch camp and the camping type videos, I don't always get as many views.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
But like, and then when I do shorts though, the shorts always do real good. But
Yeah. Most of my shorts do good, no matter what it is. Not always. I've had a couple
yeah.
flop, but most of
Well,
them
you
have
could,
done
I
good.
mean, seriously, you can set your camera up outside and just let it watch a bird in your yard for a minute and make it short, and it's going to get a lot of views. A lot of people are just like, huh. bird.
Yeah,
So just watch. So just watch it.
yeah. But then on other ones, like the other day, I did the last weekend I did that uh, sleeping under the bridge or camping under the bridge.
Yeah,
When I first put it out, it wasn't hardly getting any views at all, and I was like, man, another flop. Because I had a bad flop. The one in the cave, that's the biggest flop I've had in a long time. It's still, I think it's got 130 something views after weeks of being up. But this overpass, when it finally took off, fairly decent. I think I saw this morning it was like 600 views or something. So I don't know. It's like sometimes people watch later, sometimes they watch them right then. You just never know.
right. Well, that's like the moonshine video I just put out. I had a short that I'd put on my channel a long time ago.
Hmm.
Like it's old, it's way back there. But it kept popping up on my in my studio saying that it was getting viewed, you know what I mean, getting likes, and it just kept going up and up. So I thought, man, apparently people are wanting to see this moonshine deal. So I'll just make a video and throw it out there. But the video didn't do very good at all. It's
Yeah,
it's like, well, they was just watching the short. So I don't know. Sometimes shorts help, and sometimes I think it's just click through. People are just
yeah,
clicking through, you know?
yeah. I don't know why that is. And the ones that I record that I think, oh man, I love this one. This is gonna be so good. It's like nobody likes it. But then I'll make one. I think, man, this is so dumb. But I'll go ahead and stick it out because I got to put something out there, and then it'll get a ton of
Right.
views. So weird how it works.
Well, I'll tell you what, I enjoy the flint and steel. I can't wait to start making videos, making fires with that flint and steel.
Yeah, I think that'll be good too.
Yeah, I'm going to be putting out a couple story videos. See, I've been doing the one a week thing. Of course, I messed it up this past week, but I'll get back in line. So I thought about doing like story videos one day of the week and then, the squash camp videos and game cam videos another day of the week, you know?
Yeah,
I don't know.
I think it'd be cool if you went out there at night. You could have like your fire all ready to go and have some like a lighter fluid, have it soaked in lighter fluid, and start back a ways with a torch at night and just have that torch and walking towards the camp and get different angles of you walking with that torch to camp. And then when you get to camp, you just reach over and stick it into the fire and it starts lighting up real good.
Yeah, diesel. We'll use some diesel for that.
Yeah, man, that'd be
Yeah,
cool.
it'll light slow. Yeah,
I
that's
think
a
of
good
stuff like that.
idea.
I never do it. I think of stuff, but I never do stuff that I think of. So my son got married, and that was the coolest wedding I've ever been to. It was really cool.
Yeah, I know. Congratulations.
Thank you.
So, are they moving soon or are they going to take their time?
Last I heard, they were going to move by July, but well, that was the second to the last thing I heard. But then the other day, I heard that they have not totally made up their mind at all whether they're leaving or not. So I don't know.
That's a good thing. They're not ready to leave yet.
Well, I hope
Maybe
they
they'll
don't,
wait. Maybe they'll wait another year for it so they can get everything lined up.
or just don't leave at all.
Or, yeah, just stay in Missouri. I mean, really, you just can't go wrong staying in Missouri, in my opinion.
Well, with their jobs, dude, I'm telling you, their jobs love them. They take such good care of them. They get good pay. They got good benefits. They take such good care of
Huh.
their employees there. And it's like a big family to them. It's not like just workers you work with. It's amazing. And it's not just normal work. It's stuff they love doing. Like she trains animals and
Right.
stuff like that and works with the animals. My son does all the effect stuff and works on all the robots and effects and he hangs from the ceiling from scraps and he just loves that stuff. And so it's like, man, why would you got it made? The company loves him. They fly him 2 or 3 times a year to Pennsylvania. They just
What?
so he can help out there. They like him. They tried to get him to come up there for a while, but the people down here was like, no, no. So it's like y'all have it made. They could stay there for the rest of their life and retire if they just would. And I hope they really think it out before they make a big move that they regret later. But they may not regret a move. Who knows? I don't know everything. I think I do. That's why I'm broke. I live basically in the trailer hood too, so I live in the real hood.
Right. You got you do have a little more hood activity than I do. Where I live, it's mostly retired gangsters, retired hoods people.
Yeah, mine are pretty active.
Yeah, I've heard them. I've heard them a time or two. Uh, I'm gonna read a comment.
Okay.
Herbert said he agrees with the consistent uploads weekly, and then he said shorts about an egg or a woodpecker looking for fat wood in the wrong places. So I got something to say about that woodpecker. Little little fun fact. Did you know that a woodpecker's tongue wraps around its brain?
No.
Me neither. I just learned that the other day. I was like, what? Yeah,
Why
its
did you learn
tongue.
that?
Well, it was actually someone asked me to see if I knew.
Oh,
And I said no. And they're like, yeah, every time a woodpecker uses its tongue, it licks its brain. I'm like, what? But it don't really lick its own brain. But its tongue seriously wraps all the way around its brain. Like it starts behind its eyes and goes all the way around the back of its head and then through its mouth. That's
that's
crazy.
so weird. Yeah, that's weird.
I know, I saw a picture of it. I was like, no way. That's going overboard.
Yep.
Oh, and he says he wants some good chert. I've got some. I went and, found some big pieces and broke them up. I've got two of them big coffee cans and one of them short coffee cans absolutely full of broken up chert. Tons of it. It's ridiculous. I had to quit picking up rocks. It was getting overwhelming. I was going overboard. But I got some. Here's one of my favorite little pieces right here. It's a good one. The way it's shaped. Good piece of chert right there. Hold your
Mm-hmm.
cloth right there. Hit it with your striker. Man, that's a good one. Yeah, there's a bunch of it, man. I love it. It's so fun. I can't wait. I got a can filled with punk wood. I'm gonna make some char wood, pump charred wood. Uh I'm gonna run out of char cloth. Oh yeah, I got a pretty cool idea. I'm gonna run out of char cloth on purpose, right? And then the next morning I'm gonna have to improvise how to make a fire without flint and steel.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, I got a good idea, and I'm even gonna like have to tear something up to do it, so that ought to make for a pretty good video.
Well, maybe you ought not be striking it in your living room over the carpet.
Well, I quit doing that. I gotta get me a big metal. I gotta get me like a cookie sheet or something, right, that I can practice over the top of. Yeah, I'd be sitting there making sparks, trying to, see which rock would spark the best and all that kind of stuff. And every once in a while, I'd smell like what smelled like, carpet or hair burning. I'd look around and I wouldn't see no smoke. I'm looking like, huh, I don't know what that is. But anyways, a couple days later, I come in here and I looked down at my floor, from a different angle. I was like, oh, now, now I know what that smell was. You know what I mean? I was sitting there burning myself up in my own chair.
That's funny.
Yeah, them sparks are dangerous, though. Some of them rocks, the sparks are like they stick. It's crazy.
Yeah. Let's see. Woodsman. I mean, Minnesota Mike says Woodsman. Bill Saw wore me out watching him cutting the trees down.
Oh, Bill saw. Yeah, that's a pretty cool saw. I made that saw like 28 years ago. I forgot all about it. Of course, when I made it, it was a much smaller saw, and it got a lot bigger, so I decided to use it finally. It custom fits any chainsaw too. That's the coolest part about it. Like it doesn't, you just put the chainsaw in it and it just starts cutting. Bill saw, they're nice.
Y'all got me confused.
The video with my son, and I called
Yeah.
him the Bill saw.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I'm a little bit slow,
Yeah.
but I get it now. He didn't say much, did he?
No, well, it was my game camera
Oh,
watching, and
okay.
there was a couple times he was talking, but he was talking to his friends,
Yeah.
and I kind of edited edited his voice out, because I don't know what they was talking about, and I did not want to discriminate him or
Yeah.
myself, or
Right.
he could have been talking about girls or anything. I don't know.
Yeah. Or he could be talking about how mad he was at you.
Yeah, he could have been complaining, and he definitely don't want me to hear that because I'm the one that puts the gas in that bill saw. He messes
Minnesota
with
Mike
me, he
says
won't be
hello,
getting no
folks.
gas.
Minnesota Mike says hello, folks.
Hello, Minnesota Mike. I know Herbert needs to get in here to have some new ideas, new
Yeah.
topics.
Yeah.
I mean, not that we ran out. He's not cooler than us or nothing. I think we're both better looking.
Yeah. At least one of us.
You know, but he's from Illinois, and them Illinois people are pretty nice, usually.
I
Oh, I
actually was,
got, go ahead.
I was just, I was actually thinking about maybe ending it around 8 to
Uh-huh.
see if I can get on the computer and try to get that stuff done with YouTube.
Do it. Do it.
I'm a little nervous about it. I wish I had somebody here to help me, but
I don't
I'm
know
going to
how to
try it.
do it, but Herbert knows how to do it. Maybe you can get in a messenger chat with him or something and talk you
Well,
through it.
he hasn't done that part yet.
He's not monetized.
Uh-uh.
Thought he was.
I don't think so.
My
If he
bad.
is, I think he'd be the partially
I still,
monetized, like
I
I
still
am.
think he probably knows the most about it.
Nomadic knows a lot because he's monetized.
Yeah, but I think he's fixing to take a nap or go hang out with Sasquatch or something, ain't
Yeah. Herbert says, I've not done the monetization thing yet. Somebody named Orp is in the room. Oh, man, I am tired tonight, y'all.
he? I'm feeling it too. And I haven't even done anything. S- Maybe gain weight. I wonder if that uses energy.
I don't know, but I do that at the same time I'm working.
I think it does because I get tired while I get big. I don't know.
Minnesota Mike says, really, I'm sure they just need your tax info to make sure the IRS gets their part. Well, I mean, that might be true, but I don't know anything about taxes either. I mean, every time I ever got a job, every time my whole entire life I've ever got a job, they have to help me with their tax paper stuff because I have no idea what to put it. The only thing I know is to file zero, claim zero. That's all I know. Now I get more back at the end of the year, but that's a little bit of it. But the other thing they need is to verify, which that aggravates me because I just verified with them with a brand new license less than as a week and a half ago or something. And that was a chore because the first time they refused me because my license was expired and I didn't realize it. But they said there was one other thing that they needed, and I can't remember what it is. There's three different things. I can't remember what the other one was. Hopefully it's easy. Worst case, ask your boss.
True.
The
Who
boys with
said
Dan.
that?
Huh?
Herbert. Nothing. I see it.
Den says I typed on the wrong live, watching Thunderstruck fishing on the other monitor. That's funny. I thought about getting a dog, y'all.
What kind?
Well, I've thought about it, and thought about it, and thought about it, and I keep not doing it, and I think about it again, and keep not doing it, and then Byron's friend that he went camping with the other day, he's got a dog, and I saw it on video, and it made me want a dog, and then I decided not to do it again, and then, but to answer that question, I want one that looks like the old Benji, maybe, or something, just because they don't shed very much at all. Those wiry haired dogs,
Yeah, terrier.
yeah.
Rat terrier. Wired-haired rat terrier, maybe. Is that what they're called?
Well, I
Think
want
there's a Jack
something,
Russell that has a little bit of that wire hair, long-legged. I don't know.
yeah. I want something not. I want it smaller than medium, but not small.
Yeah,
In between small and medium. But I just can't ever find one anywhere.
they're not cheap if you get a full-blooded one.
Yeah, I don't need a full blooded one. I don't
They're
want to pay
really
for
good
one.
ones. Them rat terriers and that Jack Russell, that's a really good breed too. It's a good dog. They'll fight a bar.
I met a man last year or year before because I had a dog. Yeah, it was the year before, I think. And I was complaining about the my golden retriever that I had just shed like crazy.
Yeah.
Anyway, he said that the dog he had was a rescue. He said he initially went to get him a German Shepherd. And he ended up with a German Setter.
Yep. That sounds about right. Uh, that's funny.
Herbert says Jack Russells need lots of activities and exercise. I don't need that dog.
Yeah, they get wound up, but they're smart dogs too. So if you get a female, they tend to not be as hyper. I've had Jack Russells, a few of them, and the males are pretty high strung for sure. They like to get into trouble, but the females, they tend to be a little more laid back, a little more mellow.
Yeah.
They're all about just hanging out, you know.
Same way with the blue healers. Oh my gosh, those things never take a break.
Yep. Best thing to do with them is just play fetch with them or something for a couple hours every day. They're good. My brother's got one. It's like that.
Australian Shepherds are kind of the same way when they're young, anyway.
Those are all working dogs. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I mean? All those dogs were bred to work, so even the Jack Russell, it was a house dog. It chased all the rats and it was a rodent killer.
Yeah.
So it's in their DNA. They can't help it.
Yeah. Oh man. Y'all expecting more rain and storms up there? Anybody? What about you, Matt?
I don't think we're supposed to get any till tomorrow, maybe.
Like a storm or just rain?
I think just thunderstorms for us, which it'll be coming out of the south. So it's stuff that's boiling up in Texas,
Mm.
been coming through Arkansas. So you'll probably get hit by it too,
Yeah,
muchacho.
I heard we're supposed to get rain tomorrow, but I didn't hear any more detail. Mike says, "Good night, guys. I want to get some shut eye. Bless you all." We'll see you, Mike. Appreciate you
Have a
coming
good
in,
night,
man.
Mike. Bless you too. Prayers going out.
Let's see. Outdoors with Den says, "I got a border collie, half border collie, half Australian Shepherd, a year and a half ago. He's a
He's a
handful." Yeah,
handful.
yeah, I bet he is. I think I'm fixing to end this thing. Try to deal with my YouTube before I lose my qualification.
All right.
Appreciate everybody coming in. Appreciate you coming in, Woodsman, and helping me out.
Yep, doing what I can. I don't know if it helped or not, but
Always, always
you
helps.
know,
Yeah. Sometimes it's awkward if you can't get somebody to help you, and you don't know what to say. It's just awkward, just sitting there
right.
looking at yourself.
Well, I can usually, come into a live chat and talk nonsense and keep the ball rolling.
Yeah, that's good. That's what I need.
Somebody's like, "What ball?" Yeah, you guys didn't see that ball a while ago? I threw it to Randy.
Yeah. Mission Discover, he's pretty good at that too.
Yeah, he is.
And Green, Nicholas Green, he's real good at it too.
Yeah, I like his videos. I like the lives when he gets on the lives with you.
Yeah,
You can really see what kind of person he is.
yeah. He's
You know what I
really
mean? He's so down to earth, that
and
guy,
yeah, and just so kind.
and so young. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Now, who are you
He's
talking about?
definitely both Mission, but I'm talking about Green, but Mission's the
Okay.
same way too.
Yeah.
You know, what I mean, they're both the same way, but Nicholas seems to have a he's like a what do they call that, a old soul or whatever.
Yep. Yep.
You know, Mission, he's young and just like inspirational, has all this
Yeah.
knowledge. So smart.
He he seems to have a touch of old soul. Is what it seems like, but
Yeah,
not.
he gets along. He understands for sure, right? He can
Yeah.
definitely have conversation with older people,
Yeah.
but I don't think it's the same as Nicholas. But then that's just my opinion. You know,
Yeah.
to me, they'd make a good video together. That'd be a good collab watching them guys get together and make adeladdles and something like that. That'd be cool.
Yeah. Somebody says Coffee Lounge says, "How's the live going so far?" Well, it's going pretty good. We're just fixing to close it up for the night.
Yeah, so hit that thumbs up.
Would appreciate it. And I guess I'm gonna stop jabbering and get off here. Let's see. Good thing I made it in then. Yeah, sorry, man. I'm glad you came though. But Byron wasn't able to make it tonight. So me and him's gonna meet on Tuesday. Actually, he did make it. We talked to each other on the phone. It's just he was out camping in the middle of nowhere and he couldn't get signal enough to where we could see his video at all. We just saw a black screen and he felt really bad. He kept apologizing. I told him it was totally fine, not a big deal. We could just do it Sunday or at 2 o'clock Central Time in the afternoon. He said that was perfect, so that's what we're gonna do.
Did you
So
have questions and stuff you was gonna ask him, like
yeah,
your list of things? You know,
yeah,
you should have just asked me those questions and I could have pretended to be him, so this could have been like a practice run. You know what I
yeah.
mean?
That might would have worked.
It
Maybe we just
definitely
need to
probably
do
would have
one of
been funny.
maybe we just need to do one of you one day.
Oh no, I got nothing to talk about. Nothing
No,
serious.
yeah, sure you don't.
Nothing serious. I got nothing.
I tell you, there was somebody that I almost asked to come on here, and I ain't even gonna say who it is or anything.
Oh,
But this person, I read some of their story. It was so moving. It was so moving. I just cried and cried and cried and cried and cried and cried. It was so
my
moving to me.
goodness.
It's one of the most moving stories I've heard in many, many, many years. But it has nothing to do with camping or outings or so I thought, man, that probably wouldn't make a lot of sense to bring them on here.
Right.
But
Never
anyway,
know. I mean, if you announce it that it's what's up, people know.
yeah, I
Who
do have a
cares if
couple
it's
of other
offset,
channels. I never use them. I could start using them for different things, maybe.
Yeah,
All right, man. Well, I'm gonna get off here. I appreciate everybody coming in. Appreciate you, Woodsman, helping me out.
no
And
problemo. Appreciate
if you,
everybody who hit that thumbs up.
I do too. And if you can go check out Byron's Baits,
I'll
I'd
check them
appreciate that
out.
too. And if you do check him out, let him know that you heard about him on here. I'd appreciate that. Make me feel good. And we'll see y'all next time. Peace. Say it, Woodsman.
Peace.